This is RD Sharma solution class 12, chapter 19. Exercise is 19.30. Indefinite integrals we are talking about. In this question, in the previous question, what we have seen that we need something in the denominator so that we can have a differentiation in the numerator. So if we place t equals to x into e raised x as t, then dt by dx, that is the differentiation, will give me x e raised x plus e raised x. I have used the product rule. When we take e raised x or e to the power x common, 1 plus x dx will come because dx can be multiplied on the right. So this e raised x 1 plus x dx has come. But in the numerator, this x plus 1 into dx is in the numerator. For that we need e raised x also. So numerator denominator can be multiplied by e raised x. So this integration will become something like this. This e raised x 1 plus x dx, this can be written as dt, and this e raised x into x has already been taken as t, so you can just write t in place of that, and then 1 plus x into e raised x can be taken as 1 plus t. Now this question, which seems to be highly complicated, has taken a shape of a simplified version. So 1 by t plus 1 will be equal to a divided by t plus b divided by t plus 1. This will be a into t plus 1 plus b multiplied by t divided by t into t plus 1. On the left it will be 1 by t plus 1. The denominator will get cancelled and we'll multiply this at plus bt and this a. On the left it's 1 only. So when you take t common, a plus b will remain, and a, because the only constant on the left is 1, a become 1 and a plus b will be equal to 0. That will give you b equals to negative 1. If you put a equals to 1, it will come as negative 1. Now put it here in place of a 1, in place of b negative 1. And when we integrate this I will be equal to integration of, and this dt divided by t, and since b is negative 1, so I'm taking negative outside, integration of dt divided by 1 plus t or t plus 1. Now this will give you log modulus of t, and this will give you log modulus of 1 plus t or t plus 1. This will become log t divided by t plus 1 plus a constant of integration. Now please remember, t was initially taken as x into e raised x. You can write it like this: log x into e raised x divided by 1 plus x into e raised x inside the modulus along with the log plus constant of integration. This is your final result. Now how to do this? The only thing is x into e raised x to put as t and differentiate is the whole idea of this question. Now next question, there are so many x squares here. First we'll take them as alias, that is x square as some t or p, but still we have the similar power in the numerator and denominator. For that we need certain division. Let's see how it shapes. When we take x square equals to t, we are not differentiating it. We are just taking an alias, a different name from x square, and that x square is called as t here. And replacing x square by t, this expression becomes like this. But since the numerator denominator has the equal power, even if you multiply t square and t square will be numerator and denominator. So let's multiply this, because we need to have a quadratic equation, because these are just factors. And this factor might have come out of the previous classes. You are aware that t plus 3 into t plus 4 is t square plus 7t plus 12. Now since the order are same, when we want to integrate, and in order to find out the partial fraction and to simplify this, we ought to have a division. So t square plus 7t plus 12 here. This is t square plus 3t plus 2. Now you need a t square, and t square is already there, so you have to multiply it by 1 only. And this whole expression will come below this, and now subtract these two equations. T square gets cancelled. 3t minus 7t is negative 4t. 2 minus 12 is a negative 10. So this will be written in the clockwise direction, like first one. And since 4t plus 10 along with a negative is equivalent to negative 14 minus 10, so we have taken a negative outside. 40 plus 10 will remain like this, and the denominator will be t square plus 7t plus 12. This is how it will be taken. So this is I, and when we integrate these, what do we get? See, 1 is only, and this t is not the dt. What I'm saying is x square was not differentiated. So you cannot have dt. It's just something integrated. There is nothing, only 1 is there. So it will be x only. So there is a slight mistake which I have committed here. Assume it to be only x, not x square. Now the second part we are calling it as I1, which is 4t plus 10 divided by t square plus 7t plus 12. So we are now moving forward for this I1 which I presumed, and we call it as 4t plus 10 divided by t plus 3 and t plus 4. We are not changing it to x square right now as t. We are trying to find out the partial fraction. So a divided by t plus 3 plus b divided by t plus 4 are the two factors which we can form. For that we need a and b as certain constant value which we will find out just now. So take the LCM. T plus 3 and t plus 4 will come in the denominator. So at plus 4a and bt plus 3b. Combine these similar terms, that is a plus b multiplied by t, and here 4a plus 3b, which will be a constant term. Denominator, of course, you know that they are going to get cancelled because left and right have t plus 3 and t plus 4. So 4t plus 10 divided by t plus 3 into t plus 4 will come. Cancel these two out. Now just equate. A plus b will be equal to 4, and then 4a plus 3b will be equal to 10. So this is the second equation. Now either you multiply the first equation by 4 or 3, you can subtract and get the required a and b value. So let's multiply it by 3. For the first equation, 3a plus 3b equals to 4 is 12. Subtract these two. A will become negative 2. Now put it here. Negative 2 will add up with 4. So b will become 6. Now the next step will contain a as negative 2. So we'll take negative 2 out and integrate this t by 3. But it's not t by 3. It's x square plus 3. So what I'm trying to suggest here is this I1, because we haven't differentiated x square equals to t. We have to replace this, we cannot write this dt, I'm just showing it to you. There is no dt here because we haven't differentiated it. So again, you have to understand this. I'm writing just for a symbolic way. It's not actually the correct thing. So if you start doing like this, this is the error which I'm committing. So just need to cancel this out because there is no dt, only dx is there. And t was just taken as the alias or a different name for x squared. So this dt or dx divided by x square plus 3, because t was initially x square only. So dx divided by x square plus 3 can be written as root 3 whole square. And the second term is dx divided by x square plus 2 square. 4 can be written as 2 square. Now this is 1 by a tan inverse x by a. So 1 by root 3 tan inverse x by root 3. This is the first term. Minus 2 is already there. So multiply this here. The second term is what? It's 6 multiplied by 1 by a. 1 by 2 tan inverse x by 2. 1 by a tan inverse x by a, which I am applying here. And 6 is already there. So 6 multiplied by 1 by 2 is 3. So I'm just writing 3 here. And here is x minus. Please remember in the previous few minutes of this question, I told you that it's not x square. Actually, it's integration of just dx, which will come as x only. Let me just change it here. It will be just x. So integration of dx is always only x. So you can call it as 1 into dx. 1 can be assumed as 0 multiply x to the power 0 into 1. X to the power 0 when integrated will give you x to the power 1. So x minus, now I'm changing the sign because everything on I1 will come in as negative. So negative 2 by root 3 tan inverse x by root 3, then followed by 3 by negative 3 tan inverse x by 2 plus constant of integration. This is your I. Now whatever I have told you, you can have a formal reference here, which if you are doing next time by yourself, you can use this as a solution or a further reference. Don't differentiate, it's just an alias. Now we have x square here. When we multiply it will be x raised 6. It's lower than the x raised 4. The power of the denominator is lesser than the power of the numerator or the order of the numerator. That's why you can just put x square equals to t. No differentiation. Again I'm saying x square is just known by a different name, which is t here. So 4t square, because x raised 4 will be t square whole t square square. This t square is x square. X square square is x raised 4. And denominator will be like this, and you can just equate it with a divided by t plus 2, b divided by t plus 3, and c divided by t plus 4. Now a, b, c, I'm hopeful that you will be able to compute it. Again, this is a very basic thing which you can do. So let me tell you, after you have done this, a will come as 19 by 2, 1 by t plus 1, but there is no t, it's just x square. This is I only. When we start integrating this, there will be no trace of t. You have to deal with x square only. So 19 by 2 integration of dx divided by x square plus root 2 whole square, because we are going to use a 1 by a x square plus a square formula here, and b will come as minus or negative 39 integration of dx divided by x square plus root 3 whole square. T is being replaced by x square in all the three denominators. C will come as 67 by 2, which I'm writing right now, and integration of dx divided by t is x square plus 2 square. Final answer will be 19 by 2. This will be 1 by a tan inverse x by a, so 1 by root 2 tan inverse x by root 2 minus 39 1 by root 3 tan inverse x by root 3 plus 67 by 2. See, I'm just giving you a hint. This question is quite easier. The only initial steps I'm telling you, and the final steps only. So I has come like this. Let me write the final answer after, if at all any cancellations are there. So 19 by 2 root 2 tan inverse x by root 2 minus 39 by root 3 tan inverse x by root 3, and then 67 by 4 tan inverse x by 2 plus constant of integration. This is all your result. Now, as this was very straightforward question, because it seems to be a big question, but it's not. Only x square can be taken as t, and then the solution can be proceeded, and finally ABC computed. Integration is quite similar because 1 by a tan inverse x by a is used everywhere. Now this is x raised 4, x minus 1 and x square plus 1. Now you already know that x minus 1 is in the denominator. X into x square will be x cube. X raised 4 in the numerator. So you need certain things like either you divide them or you can do some other thing. What is that? You'll get in the same way, with both the process or both the ways, you'll get the similar answer. So this x raised 4 minus 1 plus 1 you can do. So when you do this minus 1 plus 1, what are you going to get? X minus 1 into x square plus 1. Now separate this x raised 4 minus 1 and 1. So this will be 1 by x minus 1 into x square plus 1. So this x raised minus 1 raised 4, 1 can be given any power. This can be written as a square minus b square. So a minus b into a plus b. X square minus 1 can always be written as x square minus 1 square, which will give you x minus 1 into x plus 1. So now this has become x minus 1 into x plus 1 into x square plus 1 divided by x minus 1 into x square plus 1 plus 1 divided by x minus 1 into x square plus 1. Now this two terms will get cancelled. So only x plus 1 will remain. Let me tell you, when you divide this x minus 1 into x square plus 1, you can multiply. And you can divide x raised 4 by that, same thing will come. I'm just giving you another aspect or a different way. X plus 1, when it is integrated, it will be x square by 2 plus x. Let me write this first term integrated, and second term you have already done. See, 1 by x minus 1 and x square plus 1 has already been done. You can just write it as a divided by x minus 1 plus b divided by x square plus 1. It will be x plus c divided by 1 because of the denominator is a quadratic equation. Now a and b and c can be easily computed. Let me tell you, a will come as 1 by 2. So dx divided by x minus 1 will come. And what about bx plus c? So b will be negative half, so negative half into x divided by x square plus 1. And c will also come as negative half, so integration of dx divided by x square plus 1. Now you have already known this. Just add these two, x square by 2 plus x plus this result, you'll get the final result. Now dx divided by x minus 1 will be log x minus 1. And dx divided by x square plus 1 will be x square plus a square 1 by a tan inverse x by a. X divided by x square minus 1 will come as half log x square minus 1. Half into half will be 1 by 4. So let me write the final answer just for your reference, because this first one will be log, third one will be 1 by 10 inverse x by a, middle one I just showed you. So I'm writing all of this. 1 by 2 log x minus 1, then minus 1 by 4, 1 by negative 1 by 2 tan inverse x plus c. So this is your final result. Now this was just being told by me as a way to make you understand that we have already done this question. So those who have done the previous questions, you already know that how it is to be done. Who has just come to see this question, it will be difficult for them to understand how you have just showed 3 lines and you say that you have done every question. This question we'll do in the next time. Okay. Till then, thank you so much and have a good one. Only one exercise is remaining. Only one part is remaining.